Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Money Tuesday, right? Whatever it is that you guys want to call it. So if you guys don't know who it is that I am, my name's Ricky. I have a little bit over 150,000 subscribers within my YouTube platform. I have one of the fastest growing trading communities out there. So it's called TechBud Solutions. I believe it's a third link in the description. It should say free group. We have a little bit over 95,000 members, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys can feel free to check it out and see if it's something that you want to be a part of. And let's kind of go ahead and just get started. So you guys can see my thumbnail. It said like $600 profit, but then my P&L shows $700 profit. And this actually just happened like literally right before I went live. And Drip, I'm going to talk to you guys about why it is that I saw value in it, but I'm actually up. Let me just make sure that you guys can see my screen. Yeah, I'm actually up $1,000 on the day. And that was actually with my position on what's it called, with Drip itself, all just 1 day trade. I'm sorry, that's 2 day trades. So I got in originally right before or right after the market opened, and I went live with the Learn Plan Profit group. So for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, they were able to watch me trade live in the morning, and they saw me get in at 8:29, and then ended up covering at 8:46. It got rejected, it sold off. I took a position originally at around 8:31, and then I bought some more at around 8:24. Once it started picking back up, then I saw this push up. I saw previous highs, and that's why I saw the resistance at 850. I ended up selling at 848, which got me to the overall. And this is literally like a couple minutes ago. We're seeing a lot of consolidation happen right now. Again, looking at the overall future for /CL, we could see this huge sell-off. But with this huge sell-off, I could see why it would, why it might potentially begin to recover, right? So this was the pattern that we're kind of seeing, and then it has this drastic sell-off, right? This huge push. So just as quick as it pushed down, it could recover, and that's why I didn't want to force it, especially with Drip right now. And Drip has been, actively been trending down, and that's why it was so important to me to cover profits and just to treat it as a day trade. I made it very specific for all those that are part of Learn Plan Profit that this is a day trade. I was waiting for some signs of an uptrend pattern, so for this thing to be trading in between the middle VWAP and top VWAP, and it did just that. It played out well. I hit my goal of $1,000 for the day. And that's really just it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the pattern, kind of what else it is that I see value in, and I want to answer any questions that you guys might have. Let me see if everything is good on my end. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Boom, boom. What was that alert that just went off? DAL. What the heck? Oh no, DAL. Oh, DAL just popped. Delta Airlines. Wow, what the heck? Definitely way more on the oversold side. We could see a nice little push up, and DAL was actually one that we talked about in our Sunday stock talk. So now this one's showing signs of an uptrend pattern, so it goes in my active uptrend watch list. And we're waiting for some form of confirmation of an uptrend pattern. There we go. Drip just pulled back to 850. That's exactly what we want to see. Maybe for a potential re-entry, that's what I'm going to be looking at. I think it pushed up very aggressively that I don't think it's going to bounce off the EMA line, and it's not really much of a momentum stock, and I think that's what people are going to try to treat it as, but it just doesn't have that characteristic. So when it pushed up and then it tried to bounce at this middle of the EMA line, it doesn't do a very good job with that, just not based on previous patterns, especially with, oh, there it goes. I mean, it might, right? But based on my experience trading Drip, it doesn't, and it's also been experiencing a pretty consistent downward pattern. So that's also something that you want to take into consideration. The reason that I wanted to cover profits on something like Drip is because of this descending pattern and the understanding that this SMA line normally acts as a resistance. Last time it acted as a resistance, it tends to get rejected by this SMA line. So I didn't want to push my luck, right? I knew that I got in when it was actively trading up in between the middle VWAP and top VWAP. That was attractive. I was above the EMA. That was attractive. And when it pushed up, and it pushed up pretty aggressively at top VWAP, it made sense to me on why I wanted to cover profits there. Again, I'm sharing my thought process on where it is and why it is that I covered profits at around 844. And that is exactly just why. We could see now that it broke below the EMA line, and now it's going to be showing signs of a downward pattern. Yes, it might try to bounce right around 833, or it might try to bounce right around the SMA line. So just wanted to follow up with that one, talk about a couple stocks that are actively trending up, and give you guys a better understanding of what kind of to expect. Just like we called out yesterday, if you guys were able to tune in, I went live very late last night, so this was called Trading After Dark. It was about midnight to around 1 a.m. in the morning for those here in the West Coast, so it might have been like, I don't know if you guys are 2 or 3 hours ahead right now due to the daylight savings on the East Coast, but yeah, it was pretty late, and we could see that JNUG started showing signs of a downward pattern. And we could see that now JNUG is showing signs of this curling pattern and this potential support right around the SMA line. Something to take into consideration. Same thing with its inverse ETF, something like JDST. JDST is approaching a resistance right around $50, and that's where the potential support for JNUG would be, right, the inverse. But also, it normally gets rejected by this SMA line once, twice, 3 times, and it normally acts as a support. So again, old support levels become new resistance levels. It makes sense. But we need the full-on confirmation for this thing to break above $50, and that's why as it's approaching $50, I said that I would cover profit. It would be a sell for me, and then if it ends up breaking above 50 and then continues the uptrend pattern, I could always get back in and capitalize or make money or choose to take a position to capitalize on this margin, so this about 4% margin. So again, just sharing my thought process, what I would do. Again, I'm pretty conservative. I would cover profits as it's approaching this $50 resistance, and then I would look for a re-entry if it continues the uptrend pattern, because we don't know if it's going to be able to push above 50 or get rejected, and then for JNUG to start pushing up. So I think it would be a safer and much more smarter and conservative approach to first cover profits and then get back in. Again, I'm all about covering profits. I don't care if you're up 1%. I don't care if you're up 100%. If you see any form of resistance or any form of indication that there might be, that this might be a little bit more on the overbought side and stuff like that, like not such a good deal, then I would consider covering profits. Another one that we talked about was DGAS and UGAS. DGAS ended up pushing up. I actually thought that UGAS was going to end up reversing, and the reason why, let me share that thought process with you guys. So we can see that UGAS is right back at the support right around $54, which is good, right? And the reason why is because natural gas has a support line right here, normally right around the SMA line. So it normally shows signs of this curling pattern and this potential bounce that it could have had, right? This potential bounce that it could have had at this SMA line. And it was showing signs of this upward pattern until today it got rejected, right? And the overall resistance at around 280. It made sense on why this thing would bounce at the SMA line and then begin to reverse back up, which would be in favor of UGAS. But right now it's in favor of DGAS. And although that this is showing signs of it being oversold, we want to get the full-on confirmation. Is this thing getting rejected and going to continue to descend, which is in favor of DGAS, or is this going to end up recovering, bounce, and then end up hitting highs of 280 in favor of UGAS? Something to take into consideration. I think DRIP is actually bouncing. There we go. Shoot. I missed it. Ugh. All right, I'm just gonna stay away. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna stay away. I'm getting too tempted, just the FOMO, right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm up 1,000. We are good there. So $1,034 on the day. Definitely not bad, right? There's not a lot of people typing. That's weird. I don't know if I caught you guys at a bad time. What's going on, guys? Made my first gain over $100 at 125. I can't move it slowly, but profits are profits. And say consistency, you the man, Ricky. You truly are doing great things. I really appreciate that. Thank you again, Stephen Flores. Hey, that's my song. What's going on, Adele? Yeah, I'm 9 hours forward. What's going on, Loris? What's up? What's up? Finally caught the stream. What's going on, Brantley? Ricky, how's your morning going? My morning's going pretty good, Ben. Thank you for asking. Am I really live? Am I really here live? Yes. What's going on, man? Walk away. What's up, Ricky? Hi, everyone. All right, there we go. Dude, you're legit. What's going on, guys? There's actually someone at my door. Give me one quick second. I think there's someone at my door. And your glasses are right there as well. All right, brother. Have a good day. Yeah, I saw your keys somewhere around here. I thought they were like right there. Maybe behind the whiteboard. No? Sorry, man. Here, I'll help you out right now. You found him? Oh. Leave my change alone on the couch. Also, I do want to give a shout out to one of our LPP members. He was able to call out CRSP, and man, I know he's a DJ. So I forgot his, he goes by like DJ, and I know he's from New York if I'm not mistaken. Man, I'm so bad. I don't know if you're tuning in live right now. But it was due to the call out for something of CRSP. It was one that we're following up with from our Sunday stock talk. It was showing signs of a potential reversal. Due to earnings, it had a pretty solid pullback, and it was because of this pullback on the 1-day 1-minute chart that it started building this like kind of cup and handle pattern. It broke above the EMA and broke above the SMA. I'm sorry, it broke above the middle view up and the EMA, actively trending up, and that's when he called it out, showing signs of an uptrend pattern. Potential resistance right around $49, and watch out for this SMA. Total margin that it offered since when he called it out, again live in the Learn Plan Profit Group, offered about 3 to 4%. So that's pretty nice to see it cover that margin. So what's up, Ricky? I'm super new to this trading and looking forward to purchasing and winning the course soon. That's super sweet. This is funny. I have So when do you know when something is actively trending up or down intraday? Well, first of all, if you're trying to look for a swing trade, it's what's an indicator that I like to use is the 180-day 4-hour EMA with a length of about 15 to 20. So when the candles are above the EMA, I like to see signs of an uptrend pattern. If you're trying to look for a day trade, then I like to focus on the middle view up and the top view up. And how do you know when something is actively trending up? When it continues to make higher highs and higher lows, meaning that it shows this upward staircase pattern. Don't sell yourself a stock. Don't force it. Make sure that there's no emotions attached on what you hope happens. Let the patterns do the talking. And the more times you say no, the better. That's what you want to focus on, quality, and forget what everyone else is telling you to trade. What confirms a reversal or break of pattern? Braden, I do have a video talking about exactly just that, both in the Learn Plan Profit Group and in the on YouTube as well. So you just have to search for it. So search up break of pattern, Ricky Gutierrez, and see what pops up. Just arrived. What's poppin', Ricky? Woo woo. What's going on, Marco? Hi, Christian. What's up? What are your thoughts on USLV? You the man. USLV showing signs of a pullback. So I actually removed it from my watch list today, if I'm not mistaken, and it was due to that pullback that it ended up experiencing. SQ just broke above 52.20. How do you know when something is actively trending down? First of all, I called out USLV. I made a little bit over $1,800 on USLV last week on a 3-day swing trade. And one thing that we're able to see was on this 20-day analysis, it was showing signs of a potential resistance. And on this 180-day analysis, it was showing signs of a lot of consolidation right around that $10 price point. Again, just a lot of consolidation, no signs of an uptrend pattern. Ended up getting rejected, which it does, if it's not able to make higher highs. And just due to this rejection, how do you know when something is actively trending down? When it's in between the middle view up and bottom view up. And when it continues to make lower lows, just like this, and lower highs as well. So that's kind of my thought on it as of right now. Oh, do you guys like this song? Okay, Google. Volume 5. So in LPP, will I learn all this? Yeah, it's all structured step by step, everything it is that you need to know. And feel free to check it out. We have one of the highest success rates for all those that invest in the stock market. You guys can reach out to any of our LPP members. I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to share their opinion. Okay, Google. Volume 1. I know that they'd be more than happy. I stand behind exactly what it is. I put the course out there, right? Anyone can put a course out there of how everything it is that you need to know. But I know the market's always changing, and I want to create the most self-sufficient and effective team out there. So that's why I trade with you guys live every single day. You get to watch me trade live every day. You get to ask me questions. It's kind of like a Sunday stock talk for 1 hour every single day. So yeah, feel free to check it out. It's the first link in the description. You can't find your keys. But yeah, feel free to check it out if you guys haven't done so already. We'd love to have you as a part of, be a part of your success. Oh, Arturo, LPP is a great opportunity, Arturo is the one that called out CRSP. So it actually looks like there might be a break of pattern now. It's breaking below the EMA line, but it ended up hitting highs of $49, which is something that Arturo called out. So yeah. Ricky, UAN broke above the 180-day EMA. Yep, we did talk about it in the LPP group today. So we saw that right as it broke above 320. So guys, I'm actually going to have to go. There's just something that came up. And I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. For all those that just tuned in, I was able to take a day trade position on something like Drip, made a little bit over $1,000 profit. It's still showing signs of an uptrend pattern. It's still showing signs of a descending pattern big picture, so be sure to note that. If you guys have any questions, you guys know how to reach out to me. Feel free to join my free trading community. It's TechBud Solutions, 100% for free. We have a 100% free TechBuds group chat via Discord. We have amazing admins, Lupo, Ferris, and then we have amazing partners for TechBud Solutions, such as Brad, who leads the OTC stock group. If you guys haven't checked out the newest video on the TechBud Solutions lifestyle, the TechBuds lifestyle video, feel free to go to my YouTube channel, and it's actually this one. So you guys can see right here, or if you guys are in the announcement section, it's called, well, it's not called that anymore, but the link is right here. If you guys want to reach out to me, you guys can direct message me via Discord, and I'd be more than happy to assist you and be a part of your success. I hope that you guys all have an amazing Tuesday. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives in your success. And like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.